shit. Hold on, man. I had to, I had to get the fuck out the sun. I'm ducking that shit. like I owe that nigga money. That nigga's out. What's up with y'all? Somebody said I'm never on time. Man, what? Like, yeah, don't expect me to be on time. Like that's all I can tell you. Don't expect me to be punctual. I had to get out the sun. I don't I don't understand the grievance here. That shit casting the glare on my phone. Like I'm in the shade. Somebody's like, yo, you really got that loophole, that thermal monocular, the shit I said they catch the aliens with. This shit is hot dog water. This shit is ass juice. Loophole. I want my fucking money back. Nah, this ABK out here. I'm gonna start doing product reviews. I want my fucking money back. I done passed the warranty time though. This shit is ass juice. This shit, everything is in 180p. I mean, but honestly speaking, I mean, honestly, for what I do, I don't do nothing heavy. I just, some little light shit. And I lost something one day. I was like, yeah. I went back out there and it was like right fucking there. I was like, yo, I need something like this so I could track shit. Then I got this bitch. This shit's like $700. You get it and everything is in like 280p. But it do got some useful shit on there. Like if you got this and and like the sun is out and it's cat and it give you that predator vision. And yeah, you hit that beacon mode and it evens out the heat signatures. So you can kind of see what the fuck you dealing with. But I mean, damn, 700, nah. And then they got an HD tracker too. And that shit like 1400. Nope. I stick to Pulsar or ATN. ATN got some more practical shit. Look, that's why I said don't go around fucking with these ranchers. Some of these ranchers be having shit that make you feel unworthy. Like, yo, you pull out some shit, and they pull out some shit, and then you just want to go home. Cause it's like, yo, you're not even, what the fuck is that? That shit like $10,000. They got this shit. They got the Mega Man helmets. They got the Tony Stark equipment. Like, what the fuck? I thought we was hunting hogs. What the fuck is we hunting? Hey, shout out to the rancher, yo. They got some shit. They got some gang of shit. Damn. But nah, this loophole monocular shit. I know somebody out there that watches me was like, yo, I'm thinking about getting it. Cause somebody hit me up. He was like, yo, are you serious? That loophole thermal monocular is really ass juice. I mean, it depends on what you're gonna use it for. I mean, it's only good till, honestly speaking, till about like 75 yards. Anything past that, you're not gonna fucking pick up. That beacon mode, that shit got tight though. That shit tight. I ain't even gonna lie. And in the thumbnail, the picture I took is all the way over there by that tree. That shit like 100 yards, 110 yards out. And I don't know what the fuck that heat signal, that splotch is in the middle of the footage. I don't know what the fuck that is, because I don't see nothing up there. But I mean, I want my fucking money back. I do, but I don't. I'm good with what I got. I'm not no fucking rancher or nothing like that. I don't need to go, Them niggas serious about what the fuck they do. The whole line of the hogs. Niggas be having hogs. They be like, there they go right there. You be like, where? And it be like 100 hogs come out of fucking nowhere. Just, and the rancher got some shit on top of some shit with some shit mounted to the side of that shit he has on top of the other shit on the scope. And just start. And then all you see is the fucking hog. And shit starts. Like, I couldn't quite get him. Nigga did all that and you only got like 5 hogs down and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit is Iraq for real out this bitch. This shit Call of Duty. Them hogs be fucking shit up though. He ain't gonna say, I see what the fuck they mean when they like, nah, we need this shit. Nigga, you need 100-round drum fucking with them hogs. And them shits don't be trying to die. You be popping them shits and they just keep right the fuck on going. You need like a 30 round. Put a drum on your shit. Ranchers don't like that shit. Them fucking hogs. That shit look like fun to me. That's because we ain't got nothing on the line though. When you watching this shit, you like, oh, that shit look fun. But to them, it's life and death because them hogs, they be fucking with their property. They be messing up crops and shit. It's serious. That's why they take it serious. And that's why their equipment be like 10,000 plus. You show it to a whole one of these bitches, they be like, get the fuck out the group. Fuck out the group. Don't nobody respect ATN. And Lupo told you before you go out and buy some shit like this, let's be honest, Lupo discontinued this shit. I know there's a lot of Loophole fanboys, but this shit is discontinued. Both of them. The HD tracker and the HD tracker 2. That show you all what you need to know what Loophole think about the shit they put out. Nissan, on the other hand, they don't retract shit. they don't stop making them shitty transmissions. They keep them shits out there in the market. At least Loophole was like, nah, we ain't gonna sell these no more. Nissan was like, shit, nigga, we got these transmissions. Nigga, we got these CVT transmissions. Nigga, your shit run out of your shit going uphill and shit. It feel like a fucking vacuum going on. Since I'm talking about vacuums and shit, let me show y'all what happened with this brake line and why your brakes might be dragging. Nah, real shit. All right, let me explain this. Since this is an auto repair channel, I'm gonna try to keep it auto related. So this brake line right here comes off a ZJ 97 to be specific, but what I'm going to explain to you is the same for every vehicle. If you notice, I got my Chris Fix hand out. Hey guys, and now I'm explaining to you about it. I got that Chris Fix shit going on with that hand that just be like this. Chris Fix. Anyway, I think this shit is called like the rear center brake line, and you know it's not a brake line. It's a hydraulic hose. It's a rubber hose. So here you have the junction block or distribution block right here, and this goes to the back axle. So you got one hard brake line going from here to the right caliper, and then you got a brake line that goes here and goes to the left caliper with a left wheel. And the problem I was having is a lot of the times you don't know these hoses are destroyed. Usually they go from the inside out. And even right now, if you're looking, you can see a kink in the actual hose. So every time I was braking, enough force would be sent through the hose to close the caliper. That means that the brake pads would close on that spinning rotor. Somebody said my dreams want to be in the show. And the brake, when you hit that brake pedal, the booster send enough pressure through this hose and through the lines, and it'll close the brake pads on that rotor while it's spinning, and it'll slow your vehicle down. However, when you have a kink or when your hose, the rubber hose is destroyed on the inside, it acts like a one-way check valve. So when you brake, the booster sends enough pressure through the hose, and it closes your brake pads up against your rotor. But when you take your foot off the brake pedal, there isn't enough return pressure going through the hose because this shit right here is closed up on the inside. So now you got dragging brakes, and you go through your caliper, you replace them shits, it's still doing the same thing. And you replace brake pads, rotors, it still does the same thing. That's because your brake hose is bad, even though it doesn't look like it. This shit is a son of a bitch. So I replaced that shit, and I broke it right here with a 3. You supposed to use a 3/8 line wrench. Wrong. Do not use a 3/8 line wrench. You need vice grip. You need locking pliers to get that shit out. Now what I did was I used the crescent. I know I'm explaining shit to y'all. Bear with me. What I did was I used the crescent. No, I had some Pittsburgh locking pliers, and them shits was ass juice. I'm telling you that now. They only lasted for about 2 uses before I even used them on that line, on that nut, on the line. So I ordered some new ones. I wanted to get the engineer wrenches. They was like $30 for like one of them, but I ended up getting the crescent wrenches. I just needed something cheap, get the job done. They came, locked it on that nut, on that 3/8 nut, locked another one on the part I just showed you, and just twisted that bitch. Do not get down there and try to use a line wrench. A line wrench. That shit will fuck you now, because you run the risk of snapping the hard line that hose is connected to. So that's just experience talking to you about, and I did exactly that, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. On this hard line, you see the end is supposed to look like this. This is the 3/8 nut. Well, if you look over here, you notice that nut gone like a bitch. This nut name is on the tombstone. That bitch dead. Well, I'm telling y'all some real shit. Fuck that line wrench shit. Get you some pliers. Like every good mechanic has a set of good pliers. Get some good pliers too, because the regular cheap Pittsburgh Harbor Freight jumps, they don't grip. Them shits don't grip. And I was and that shit would just slide, and it would further round off that nut. So now the nut rounded off. Now you definitely not gonna get a line wrench on there. So you need a good set of locking pliers. If you ever been through that, it's not the end of the world. Get some locking pliers. Get some vice grips. So that's all I got to say about that. And somebody else asked about my garden. They was like, yo, you still got them deer coming through? I still got them through. I got the camera set up. You can see the deer coming through. Like I said, the does be chilling, and the bucks, they just be out for sauce. Not they be out for sauce. They were like, come on, Billy. And the bucks are like, fuck that, Diane. We need the sauce. Like, they don't leave until they get the sauce. There ain't no fucking sauce. They come back every night. They haven't hooved my cabbage patch. They haven't hooved. My shit hasn't been hooved in a while. Somebody got mad at it. It's hoof! Hoof! I was like, yo, they hoof. They hoof shit. Yeah, oh, you call it hoof? Hoof, don't get mad at me. Because we get into the grammar Nazis. But it, man, all that shit straight though. Like I'm in a good mood, so that's why I'm laughing and shit. Like I'm in a good mood. I'm sure I don't know who needed to hear that shit about the brake line, but I'm telling you this now. If you round this nut off, it is not the end of the world. Get you some vice grips. Get some good ones. Don't be cheap. Get you some vice grips, and you can take that bad boy right up off of there. Get another set of vice grips and hold that junction block or whatever it is you gotta hold, the opposite nut, and twist that bad boy, and you'll be fine. Everything worked just like brand new now. But yeah, the deer ain't fucking with my shit no more. It's like they realize, yo, this nigga has no sauce. So they gate right back over. They come in, they eat a couple peanuts, and then they right the fuck back over the fence and go fuck with some other shit. That's why I say you start feeding shit, that shit gonna come. Animals go where the food is. I ain't lying. I remember that book from my childhood. If you give a moose a muffin, who in here read that book? I know somebody here read If You Give a Moose a Muffin. I read that book when I was in like second grade. Remember the moose? This nigga he set the muffins out on the windowsill and the fucking moose. It was like, all right, you go to moose. The moose ate the muffin and came right the fuck back the next day. I'm like, yo, that's your problem. You got a fucking moose that demands muffins now. This nigga is at your window every day, horning shit. You got this nigga had to keep giving the moose muffins. That's some scary shit. A moose is a big ass animal. That's how you know we some bitches today. People used to hunt moose with like spears and shit. Shout out to those niggas, because that shit is no easy task. You just hunt a moose with a spear. Like them shits will charge and horn and hoof the fuck out you. I remember watching a Steven Ranella video. It was like, I was attacked by a moose. The video opened up with this nigga running. The video opened up with this nigga running. Like, yo, what happened? All you see is a moose. Hey, Steve Ranella, I know you watching this shit. Your fucking sound people gave the moose the wrong sound. They show you a picture of the moose in the bushes and then give it a cow sound. This nigga, picture of a moose, he's in the bushes, minding his fucking business. Horns. Like, yo, that ain't no fucking moose. That ain't no fucking moose, fam. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like, a moose, attack, now, move. Like, yo, Steve Ranella, chill out, man. Chill out. What that nigga say every episode? We got to get up there and we got to get on that hill and we got to glass. It's like, yo, you learn that terminology? Like what's glassing? Then he pull out that vortex scope. That vortex, that glass, where they glass shit. It's like, it's useful information. We got to get right on top of that hill and we got to glass. This nigga shot a billy goat. The billy goat looked at him and hooved away. This nigga, the next scene, this nigga's face just like, hunters take that shit personal when they don't quite get the right shot that they need. They take that shit that shit'll fuck up the hunting trip. Damn, it's hot out here. The sun done caught up with my ass. You see, I tried to get away from it. It's like, nigga, I'm on your ass, nigga. I see you. Niggas try to hide from the sun. Niggas be black as shit. Fuck, I'm up. Oh, that's why I call this shit Umboway, because that's the Matilda song. Umboway. Umboway. And because somebody hit me up and was like, yo, you don't, Grimes, I put that clip out yesterday on Elon Musk baby mother. Nigga hit me up, was like, yo, you don't, she's autistic, bro. Like, just some lines you don't cross. And it was like, yo, I can't confirm that Elon Musk baby mother, that bitch is really autistic, but it's like, yo, you talking about somebody autistic, my kid's autistic. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, fam. Like, the bitch is clearly retarded. There's a lot of autistic people that aren't retarded. And there's a lot of people that don't have autism that are clearly autistic. I don't know what you want me to do about it. I did tell you this, ABK. If I offend you because I talk about some shit that you got or your kids got, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't know Grimes was fucking autistic. I can't prove that shit. I don't know how you know that shit. The bitch is retarded. And being retarded has nothing to do with having autism. At any time a bitch get on TikTok,
So anyway, guys, I was just going over some notes. See, the communists, they don't really understand that we can totally help them with AI because farming is not divine.
That bitch is retarded. I'm sorry. Are you here now? I don't know what to tell you. I call a spade. I call retarded people. That's just how the game go. That bitch talk. If you ever been to Wingstop, it got the extra spicy wings with that shit. That bitch pulled an Arizona Maricopa County GOP recount audit count. Remember the bitch I told you? She pulled out these bitches down in Georgia. They count them goddamn votes. Go home. Go home. Everybody went home and that bitch pulled out a tote from under the fucking desk with these joints and need to put the and then these joints became the counters. They started counting it. When you do like this and your shit built like this, you know you about to count some wild shit. And that's what Grimes sound like when she talks. She sound like she just got finished eating wild spicy buffalo wings. Them shits that's extra saucy. You gotta, and you discard that bone.
So anyway, guys, I was thinking about discussing communism because if we can get the AI protocols. I know you don't like communism. We could totally do it.
She stopped. I'm like, yo, did you finish your food first? Because that's some retarded shit to do. You gotta finish your food first. You don't just, you gotta eat the sauce. You can't talk with a mouth full of sauce, but that doesn't stop Grimes.
So anyway, guys,
I'm thinking about like she eating wild buffalo wings, counting Elon Musk money with these joints.
So anyway, guys, I was totally thinking about, communists, they're really apprehensive when it comes to artificial intelligence.
Like, yo, that bitch is retarded. She got that Buffalo Wild Wing speech. She got that Buffalo Wild Wing speech. They don't get mad at me. Okay, brother, what I said, man, I'm not for everyone. There are no sacred cows back here. I'm not in possession of a golden calf. I'm not babysitting. People still be sending my shit to their grandmas. And I be having grandmas, they be like, yo, I fucks with you, cuz. But then there's a percentage of grandmas that don't. Like, and then somebody was like, yo, I shared your video on Facebook and you got my Facebook taken down. Some shit. Like, I'm like, yo, don't share. I don't know what the fuck going on with YouTube. I don't know what they struck, man. Listen, I don't be talking about strikes and shit. I don't do that shit. But it ain't like I'm just up here going through life with walking through marigolds and hydrangeas and shit with a nigger shield. Nigger! You can't hurt me. I'm a nigger. Oh, it ain't like that. Niggas act like I don't go through strife. Nigga, I made a backup channel. Strike! Like, wait a minute, nigga. This shit was perfectly acceptable on Barricade Garage. It's like, y'all, this shit I was talking about, the ballot count when the bitch had these joints out. And she looked. Did the niggers go home? Great. Let's start counting. This weird shit we just pulled out from under the desk. They took that shit down. YouTube was like, stop right there, nigga. Do not talk about election fraud. My shit skew, right? Like, yo, y'all serious about that shit, huh? No wonder these bitch made conservatives stop talking about that shit. Don't nobody look outright like, yo, election fraud. You can't do the algorithm. Oh, we gonna get this nigga, you know. He's like, yo, all this shit I said about the Crimson Chin. This shit not even funny. All this shit, and it don't mean shit. People take it and be like, see, that's why your vote counts. Get out there and vote. And I'm like, fam, this just tells you why your vote doesn't count. They have a whole infrastructure behind them. Like they have infrastructure. Niggas kept mentioning Dominion. Remember that shit? Release the Kraken. Remember that shit? And what happened to that bitch? Dominion suing the fuck out. It's like, yo, what type of games are being played? What type of games are being played? How's it going down? If it's on in this hole, and I got to know now. Is you with me, you what? Think I'm trying to give me your nut. Shout out DMX. I was watching Cradle to the Grave last night. Jet Li was fucking people up with his hand in his pocket. I was watching Cradle to the Grave for the fuck of it. This nigga Jet Li was fucking people up with his hand in his pocket. I don't know why you decide to fight. If you see a nigga fighting somebody with his hand in his pocket, he is overly confident. I don't want that smoke. That's all I'm saying. He never brought this shit out of his pocket. And he was smacking niggas. Big niggas. What you doing? Give me the diamonds back. And he'd just look at you. I don't want to fight somebody like that. Why do you niggas keep rushing him? That shit is not practical. The boss would have caught my ass slipping. He's like, yo, where were you? Shit, nigga, I was sick. I was sick that day Jet Li showed up, demanding diamonds and whatnot, nigga. You work for the mob boss. You got like, yo, my kids had recital that day. I had no idea. I had to live. This nigga breaking people's arms. And now you look like a bitch. Now you can't go to your kid's recital because Jet Li showed up while you was on the clock and started fucking everybody up. Like, nah, fam. I would have slid out the back. I would have been like, get him. Backdoor shit. Hey, you know, what the fuck I want to talk about today? I want to talk about shit today. This nigga just dismantled somebody's Beretta. This nigga, what they call that shit? This nigga came around the corner like this with the Beretta. And that nigga, this nigga was holding a trigger. It's like, fuck my life. No, you don't. I'm just saying, you don't fist fight people that do shit like that. You leave them alone. You make an excuse. You may unless what you fighting for is that important, and then you just make an excuse for it. You always use your kids too, because people have a touchy spot in their hearts for people's kids. So it's like, yo, I can't quite make. That's what happens when you don't want to go to work and you feel like calling the fuck out. You be like, yo, my kids. Boss be like, yo, what's wrong? And like, my kid's sick. I don't know. This nigga woke up bleeding out the ears. I can't come in today. And your boss be like, oh, all right, well, just take your time, just get that shit together. All you gotta do is bring up kids. Do I said, like, That's why it's not on some real shit. All you need, have a newborn. You can do the most fucked up shit in the world as long as you got a newborn. It's just like when I mentioned Awaken with JP. This shit was like 3 months ago in that skit I did. And I called him a weak white man that fell for the Black Lives Matter bullshit. Because in that video, he did an interview with another nigga. I support Black Lives Matter, even though my fan base is conservative. And then Awaken with JP did that skit called Police Brutality, where he made a whole bunch of straw man arguments. And then towards the end, he was like, I know George Soros is involved in Black Lives Matter, but if you let that stop you from supporting this movement, then you're racist, because I consulted with my black friends. Awaken with JP hit you with that shit. You don't believe me? That video's still up. Police brutality. My black friends told me that I support Black Lives Matter, and then y'all stupid niggas was donating to that nigga. I don't blame these nigga. And then when I called that shit out, you know, because I'm ABK, I have no sacred cows. I call that shit out. Every soccer mom with a Honda Pilot came at my throat. How dare you talk about him? He just had a newborn. Look, this nigga got the baby in his video selling you merchandise, right? It's my child. And all the soccer moms like, Barricade is an asshole. And I'm like, yo, wait, this nigga has a kid. I'm not. You can't fight nobody that just had a kid. You won't win. You won't. I'm just saying, that was a while ago. I'm saying people like, he doesn't support them now. I'm like, yo, but the point is, he was Awakened with JP, and he did support them. And then I lost subscribers behind that shit for saying some real G shit. And it ain't like this shit is undercover. People was like, oh, Barricade is starting stuff. No, I'm not. It just went with the skit. I applied it where it needed to go. And yes, I do feel like he is feminine as fuck. Don't no man sit there and cross their legs like that with an interview all limp-wristed on some Megan Thee Stallion shit, flipping they fucking hair every 5 fucking minutes. That shit gay as fuck. Oh, it's gay pride month. So yeah, that's gay. That's all I'm saying. But he's helping to wake up the world. Oh man, fuck the world. I'm on my fuck the world shit. People hate. You can't say something about people when that's how you know people get in their cult of personality shit. Like, you can't say nothing about people. Now y'all know I come up here on some real shit. I decided to do something different because people just that satire shit just wasn't connecting with people. And I had a bunch of shit I wanted to say. And I got people from High Impact Flicks channel that was like, we're unsubscribing because you're full of hate. And I'll wear a mask because it comes from my favorite content creator. When High Impact Flicks was selling a mask, and I know you in here, High Impact, you watch me. and then the people hit me with this shit, the law-abiding citizen finger, the shit that just sit there and wag and you go, oh, Barricade around starting shit. You know, because you got your favorite content creator. And I called that shit out. I'm not even trying to call shit out. It's funny to me. It ain't like I'm malicious and really want to hurt people and kill people and show up at people's house or send people to their house or even send people to these people's channels to be like, you want some fuck shit. Nah, I'm a genuine, sincere person and I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to talk shit about people. Because I grew up in an era where that was acceptable, right? Sitting right there at the morning bus stop. You had the Joan before the morning bus came to pick you and the other kids up and take you niggas to school. That's what the game is missing. I couldn't come out and be like, yo, some of your favorite content creators is bitch made. And then everybody feel like I want to be a tough guy or some shit. You got people in other people comment sections calling me a jailhouse philosopher and all this weird shit. It's like, yo, it's shit like that I be knowing. But that shit funny to me. But if you feel like that's why, if you feel like I'm a people call me a grifter. Like, yo, that shit, and that nigga meant that shit. Barricade Garage is a fucking grifter. And he's a nigger. It's like, yo, I don't let that shit let me hate white people though. Or let, you know, it don't get under my skin. it don't get under my skin though. Cause I'm just sitting up here talking to you like the fuck it is. With Freedom Inc. and man, shout out to Freedom Inc. Shout out to Freedom Inc. Another real one. That's why I said, going back to what the fuck I said before, like the people that's really about that Second Amendment shit, you're not gonna see them on Fox News. They don't have the views. They don't have the backing. They don't have Defiance merchandise. You know, that shit was. That shit was display. I'm not over that. I'm not gonna let that go. Somebody let it go. No, I'm not gonna let that go. The fuck is you on some 2A? You selling Defiance jeans? Really, niggas? Really, nigga? I will not comply. Apparel. And this nigga has a silencer. With a tax stamp, you pay the nigga. You are complying every step of the way, and then you tell your audience to not comply, even though you are complying, and that's how you got all your merch. And how you climb in the ladders of economic succession by complying while telling your followers not to comply. You know, because it's fashionable. This. Even with coronavirus, Awaken with JP up there. Okay, guys, I have to cancel my tour because somebody came down with coronavirus, and the socially responsible thing to do is to not do my stand-up show. Bitch, you cancel all that shit you talk about coronavirus, and you go and cancel your shit. Nobody made you do that. You did that. Yeah, I said what I said. Awaken with JP is bitch made. And a lot of your favorite people are. That ain't nothing to get upset about. That's life. There's a lot of people that's bitch made. I done met a lot of people. It's a lot of people that just don't quite get it. They'll never understand this type of speech because you have been fooled into believing that you don't have free speech. Yes, the fuck you do. It's like I told you, that bitch gave me my strike. Susan Wojcicki, iron chin having ass, Kevin Sorbo face ass, Hercules head having ass, strike. I'm like, bitch, I'll be back. You already know my channel, BG Comedy. I ain't stopping. You can't stop this shit. Nigga, you can't kill me. You can't kill me. Even if you kill me, I'm not fucking dead. I'm resting. And somebody else is going to pop the fuck back up and do what I'm doing. This is why I inspire people. This is why I tell you to be more than a fucking conqueror. This is why I tell you, listen, this is why I support the small people. Even people y'all don't know, and maybe people y'all don't fuck with. Just like I share in my community, JB Stroberg, All American channel. I support. I reach back. Then why I shout out Freedom Inc. People like that. Then why I shout. Then why did? Like, I'm tired of these Hollywood people. They're not going to give you the game how they need to give you the game. It's too much invested interest. It's too much money involved. It's too much. They feel like it's too much to lose. Everybody wants to talk while they're comfortable. But when it comes time to show some action, nobody's really about that action because they have become comfortable with talking points. And talking points are sensational. And sensational talking points sell like a motherfucker. They got good marketing. It got to the point where you got other, top dogs on this social media shit giving props to people that, oh, you got good marketing. That was great marketing. You hit the people with weight porn and then brought it out Friday. That's great marketing. You got people and then selling merchandise, begging for shit, right? Like, y'all niggas just. This is why in certain countries you'll see people that don't have a Second Amendment right. But yet they are out there in full force, going for nothing. You've seen that shit during the lockdowns. And that's because it's something about having nothing to lose. Like when you get like these 2A people, America just too many fat cats. It's too many people eating at the top and then selling you bullshit down at the bottom. That's why I said the more and more Second Amendment, pro-Second Amendment advocacy organizations that pop the fuck up, the less and less freedoms you have. Don't y'all think there's something wrong with that? Shouldn't it be the other way around? And this just don't go for that 2A shit. This shit applies. You use this for life. This shit applies to life. It's too many luxuries. It's too much convenience. Where you could just make money, just sitting up here talking about some shit without having to actually do anything. People that don't buck the system at all. You have no history of bucking the system at all. But but apparently you have credentials where you think you can sell I will not comply merchandise. That shit gets me. That shit like that's the equivalent to false flagging in the hood. It's like, yo, where you from? What hood? What's that? Oh, I'm from so-and-so. And then can't nobody tell you what work you put in. Oh. You just sit there doing that. It's like, yo, you not. When people put pressure on you, you bust, you fold, you bend. all you do is when people threaten your income and then you change tune and shit, like imagine Tim Pool going hard on some shit. That shit not fucking happening. Niggas is too comfortable. Don't talk about Tim Pool like that. I love all of Tim Pool's videos, and I watch him, and I watch you too, that Kakarot. I'm not mad at these people. I'm just telling you the real gonna recognize real. And it's certain people that they do what they do. It's a hustle. It's a business. Some people is sincere. What I told you is different between being sincere and hustlers. Some people is hustlers. I ain't mad at it. Go ahead and nickel and dime your way to the top and sell people bullshit along the way. Go ahead, I ain't mad at you. I ain't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that 2A shit because that shit is depressing. That shit'll fuck yo. And then you sit there and then you like, yo, why? Niggas still believe they got rights. What my paperwork? Nigga, anyway, I know this is an auto repair channel, but this loophole thermal monocular is ass juice. Next. They not gonna give me my money back. They're like, that nigga was stupid enough to buy. See, and that's what people think. They're like, oh, you dumb enough to buy it. You shouldn't have bought it. When you see a sucker, you supposed to lick it. That's what happens. Suckers get licked. I try to inspire people not to be fucking suckers. But some people want to be suckers. Like, have you thought of that? Everybody wants to wake people up. We have to wake up the world. Some people want tyranny more than the people that are providing the tyranny. Have you ever thought of that? Some people just want somebody else to handle the dirty laundry. Have you ever thought about that? And then it becomes who's in the position to be like, no, don't want that. Who am I to tell these? I can't. Just like the amount of people that actually want all this gun control shit. And the government like, oh, and they're like, yes, take them away, take them away. And then they funnel money into their favorite organization. Next thing you know, you got a lobby. And now politicians is getting ass loads of money for some fuck shit, some bullshit. It's like, y'all these people. And I know there's people mad. It was like, yo, you talk about capitalism. Don't do that. I'm not talking about private property, private right here. I'm talking about the money aspect. Anytime somebody like follow the money, that's capitalism. Yo, if we suck during capitalism, imagine what's going to happen. And so this ain't even come. We haven't. That's why I said we haven't got to the fun part yet. And niggas is cracking, bending, and folding the fuck up already. That's why I said merchants don't make good soldiers. Like, where's a man that can turn down a large amount of money due to his moral outlook and his views? There apparently not a lot of them exist, because everybody just selling the fuck out and cashing in on your demise. Shout out Outdoors Alley. She taught me how to pack out a deer. Niggas just cashing in on your fucking demise. I randomly shout people out sometimes because, I'm like, yo, I like people. Like, I shouted out Joker Bear. And he made a good point. Yo, a part of having integrity and honor comes with acknowledging people that you receive content from. There's a lot of people in the game right now that don't do that. That's why I say, when somebody inspires me, I'll mention them. I'll say it. Or where the fuck I got this idea from. Don't just take shit and just run off and act like it's mine and shit. Like, I hate when comedians do that shit, and I feel like niggas is taken from me right now. It's all in your head, Barricade Garage. There's no one taking from you. You're not big enough for anybody to want to take material from you, because and then you piss off the left and the right constantly. This is why you're losing subscribers. Bitch, I feel like something's going on up there. Friend, shut up. Can't you see two men are talking? But I told your ass to get to walking. Oh, and then I got like half Tourette's. Not really, but really. Where you just say random shit. Like that. That shit was random as fuck. I ain't even mean to put that in the video. And then it just became a staple of the fucking skits I was doing. Nigga was like, yo, bring that Grateful Pond shit back. It was a nigga, he hit me up. He was like, yo, I'm in the store right now. I got like 5 Grateful Ponds. I got 5 of these French mustards. And I got them, I'm buying them. And I'm like, nigga, I don't make no money. I'm not, I don't look for shit to make money from. I'm not sponsored. Bro, I'm not sponsored at all. Do not get Grey Poupon mustard and think you are helping me the fuck out. I don't even know those niggas. I don't even know what country that shit come from. It's just something I'm retarded, and I just said it because it sounds fucking funny. And I'm a 90s kid. I remember the Grey Poupon commercials. That nigga pull up, it's pardon me, you have any more Grey Poupon? This nigga was ready with a butter knife, some toast, and why yeah. And they exchanged Grey Poupon through the limo door. That shit was funny as fuck. I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the nasty 90s. Everybody's like, well, oh yeah, well I'm an 80s baby. Niggas hear that and they see that as a challenge. Like I just issued a child. Oh yeah, you're a nasty 90s kid. Well, I'm a crazy 80s. Remember when crack took over? No, nigga, I really don't, nigga. But I do remember when Sherm, when niggas was sticked out off the wet ones, the dipper. the dipper. That's what niggas was doing. I missed the crack era. Niggas still selling crack, obviously. Nigga, I'm in the 70s when cocaine took the fuck over. I missed that shit. I miss crack. Apparently niggas still doing cocaine. Niggas like, yo, you got that coke? I'm like, no, nigga. Niggas see the dreadlocks and think you sell drugs. Look at us, come on, man. You're like, no, I don't. Ain't time for cry for. Apparently niggas are still doing coke because you got Hunter Biden out there. Nigga! Anytime you can get, yo, I love that. I love that. And I had Republicans, they was bad. Well, imagine if Trump said that. If Trump said that shit, it'd be the funniest thing this nigga has ever said in his life. Trump get up there. I help these niggas out, and they treat me like this. That is funny. People want to make it more than what the fuck it is. It's a fucking word. Calm the fuck down. Somebody hit me with a book. No, fuck that. I'm gonna talk about you. You in here too. I know you are. You emailed me. You send me an email. I don't be disclosed. I don't say no now. I don't disclose shit like that. So when you want to talk, we can talk. I don't do that shit. And be saying, putting people on blast like that. That shit private. But I'm saying, like, this is where this is coming from. You send me a book. And when I say book, I mean, it was some shit. I had to pull out my specs. And I got discouraged from reading this. So I just packed that shit up and, you know, later. This nigga's talking about why I shouldn't use the word nigger. Then he explained why nigger and nigga is a difference. Then he was like, yo, white people can't say nigger. And then he broke it down. Was like, yo, only when these conditions are right can they say nigga. And I'm reading, I'm like, yo, like, that's why I said we not the same. We don't think the same. That's why I said it's a time and a place for everything. You don't walk around calling people niggers and niggas. You don't go to O Block in Chicago as a white guy. Just, hey nigger, hey, yeah, can you hand me that? Yeah, go fetch, nigger. You don't do shit like that. It is a time if it fits, if fucking fits. Me, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Somebody like, oh, don't do that. You're gonna have a lot of angry people on you. Niggas hit you with that wagging. They hit you with this shit. They like, yo, you can't. Somebody hit me up the other day. It was like, I enjoy watching you, but my husband thinks you're fucking crazy. Like, oh, respect your husband. All that. I am crazy. Her husband hit me with this shit. Oh, hey, I cuss too much. It be people embarrassed to be like, they listen to me, apparently. I get even, they like, yo, man, I be trying to listen to you when I'm at work, but you just say nigga too much, and I'm a white guy, and they be looking at me funny. Oh, look at this, you funny, you got a nigga flex. Bro, it's just speech. In any given moment, I can clean this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Don't take this shit. You know. Somebody said the Anthony Brian Logan stinky finger. Hey, what up, girl of the valley? Oh, you talking about this bitch right here? The ABL? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, and what's going on? This is the ABL introduction fee, and I'm gonna wrap it right now. Ilhan Omar, I'm gonna wrap it on up with the bow on top. He hit with this shit. I can voice that whole finger over. You can turn that volume down on him and let me voice the finger over. The finger is in your face like it's the one that got shit to say to you. Hey niggers, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another episode of Anthony Brian Logan. With this bitch, I'm gonna wrap it on up. Nice bow on top. Further ado, again, let's roll it. He put that bitch in your face one last time. That ET phone home. ET phone home. That bitch was wiggling. Somebody here that was like, yo, E.T. was my favorite movie growing up. That shit had me scared as fuck under the bed. That was a wild looking nigga right there. Fuck that movie. That shit was creepy as fuck. Some of y'all childhood was fucked up if y'all thought that shit was entertainment. That shit was not entertainment. E.T. was the most fucked up looking thing I had seen up until that point. And I had seen Nightmare on Elm Street. This nigga was wild as fuck. This nigga was in the closet. This nigga E.T. was in the closet with the wig on. That nigga had the wig on in the closet. The little white boy came out. Hey! I'm like, I don't know no white boy that will play with an extraterrestrial like that. I mean, they do this right up there. They be doing weird shit, like, you know, just be playing with puffer fishes and shit. So, I mean, I guess it fits. It fits. Not no nigga. I told you, my mom was the evidence bearer. She would have been all through the closet and found this nigga. What the fuck is this? Bring this nigga out. Head like a swollen milk dud. You can't explain no shit like that to your parents. Where did you find this nigga? Who is this nigga? And the question everybody wants, who sent this nigga? Fuck is he here for? You couldn't get away with no shit like that. That shit was disturbing. I'm like, who put this nigga on a bike? This nigga want to go home. All you had to do was put this nigga got on a bike and he still had that kerchief on like he was Taliban here. And with the glowing finger. I don't trust no glowing finger nigga. Like, yo, why your shit glowing like that, E.T.? Like, we were cool. I've been giving you juice boxes and shit and had you in the closet, but your finger keep glowing at me. I don't know what the fuck that mean. This nigga got on the bike and rolled over the moon. E.T. This nigga. Anthony Brian Logan hit you with that joke. You know that joke stank too. Anthony, what you been doing with that finger? Nigga, no, I see you can't talk about people who just had a newborn and who just got married. The Honda Pilot people, the women, the Honda Pilot soccer moms will come at you with everything they fucking got. It was people on my Instagram. Don't talk about Awaken with JP like that. He has a cute kid. I'm like, hey, nigga, you could literally blow up Arkansas. As long as you have a newborn, the Honda Pilot soccer moms will have your fucking back. Like, yo, I just committed an atrocity. But he has a newborn, and the newborn is cute. and we just switched up. You know, that's why I'm like, yo, nobody give a fuck about my baby. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I give a fuck about my baby. You know what I'm saying, man? That ET, I'm gonna start doing movie reviews then. Fuck it. I'm gonna start doing movie reviews. Hey, I'm gonna start doing movie reviews. So, I don't know what I just seen something said ET's color was irrelevant. No, the fuck it wasn't. No, the ET. Huh? Oh, that's Barfo 281. Barfo, you be going too hard some fucking times. Cuz calm down. Barfo 281. Hey, Barfo. I thought you was talking about ET and ET's color is irrelevant because I said called him a nigga. I call everybody a nigga. The only thing I was talking about black people. It is like, yo, if white, it would have been even weirder. Some white shit that looks like that. What up, Barfo 281? Y'all be Pete Track said, damn, I love this channel. Man, shit. Nigga, I promise you, I will offend you. Give me a couple weeks. Give me a couple. It be new people. It be new people. Give me a couple weeks. You won't. Fuck out of here. I got a notification from YouTube the other day. It was like, yo, we was gonna control alt delete your shit, nigga. But nigga, you have lost 2,000 subscribers in 1 month. We gonna let you blow yourself up like World Trade. Hey, fuck y'all. That's funny to me. And then, why do we have to do anything? He's doing it for us. Like, nobody take me serious. I'm not a fucking threat. I'm not a fucking threat. The fuck is that? Gone fishing gang fangers? The fuck you gang banging or something? What the fuck is that? And then the gang task force I do not gang bang. I don't do that. Don't do that. I do not gang bang. Oh, I got a job. I'm responsible. That's the first thing they wanted to give when you get on probation. They gave a nigga 10 years. With the gang shit included. Gave a nigga 10 years. Probation. Judge Billows. Judge Billows, I know you, man, fuck you and your daughter. You Nissan Altima driving son of a bitch. No, because you have that gang shit on your record. And they'd be like, yo, you cannot get off early because you have that gang shit on your record. Hey, where the fuck I want to go? Shadow track. That's why I said I'm already fucked up. I'm just here trying to help you niggas out. Somebody say, hey, your daughter, Judge Billows trying to protect his daughter like that. Somebody broke that bitch car all up. That bitch car was a crumpled up ball. Because he sentencing niggas like there's no tomorrow. He be sentencing niggas like they don't have shit to do. He sentenced niggas like this nigga throws out football numbers. 85. Like 85 what? Days, nigga? You still for the judge? You're like, yo, who is this nigga? 85. And then your attorney look at it because you got that dumb look on your. 85 years. And your knees buckle. Your third DUI. And somebody, he deserves it. That's his third DUI. Like, I made that. I'm not being for real. I'm being facetious, people. But I'm saying that's the type of shit that, you know, that you'll go through. That's the type of shit you'll go through. I mean, you can't be out here wilding the fuck out. I understand that. But damn, niggas have lives to live. Nigga give you some shit. You know, fucked up when they give you some shit that make you think. They give you some time that makes you think. You know it's fucked up when they pass your sentence down there, and your lawyer, your attorney just sitting there, got that fucked up look on like just like you. And she over there. Is this nigga serious? They done gave your ass life plus 50. Bro, I got homies, they got life plus weird shit like 5 months. What the fuck? Life plus 5 months, nigga? First, we need to define what life is. What is that? Notice, and why is there 5 months attached to it? I was in there with an 8-tray nigga named Dingo. He knew he wasn't getting the fuck out. They gave this nigga life plus 5 months. And every time he ran his, he'd be like, yo, how long? Like, life plus 5. You're like, yo. And he was dead ass about that 5 months. He like, nigga, I'm gonna get it down pat though. I'm gonna get this shit down pat though. And then I'm prepared for that 5 months. In his mind, all he hears is the 5 months. That's all he worried, like 5 months. Every 5 months, that 5 months starts back over. 5 months, nigga. Running my shit concurrent. You feel like, no, nigga, nigga, you will die here, nigga. Just, they don't let that shit, they don't get that despair, get them down, nigga. No, nigga, 5 months. And he lives his life accordingly. Shout out to Dingo. That's a good dude. You did some fucked up shit, though. I'm talking about like, nigga, you did some fucked up shit. That was fucked up. You don't do that type of shit. Once again, this loophole tracker HD and shit is ass juice. I'm gonna start reviewing products, but they gonna be mad as shit at me because I'm gonna tell them like the fuck it is. And I don't have them send me free shit. I'm gonna be like, yo, this is ass juice. Do not get this shit. This shit is hot dog water, nigga. This shit is the Nissan Ultima of objects. But it do be coming in handy. I like that beacon emoji. I'll start doing product reviews and shit. They be beating like people. They be doing product reviews and shit. Like what's the dude name that was all pressed for 5G and shit? What's this nigga name? The black guy. Got like 30 million viewers and Marquise Brownlee. And niggas just be unboxed. Niggas will open a box. 20 million views. You be like, and then you try that shit. You open the box. 2 views. That shit still say 0 after 6 months. Is it the way I didn't open the box, nigga? How do I open the box? How do I market myself to open these boxes? Marquise Brownlee. I'm gonna start doing some Marquise Brownlee. Marquise Brownlee, I know you watching. Yo, bitch ass. Get on some more. This nigga, and what iPhone hasn't this nigga unboxed? And the other nigga unboxed therapy. Who the fuck are you? For how many? It'd be like 5 million viewers. It's like 10 million subscribers. I'm like, who the fuck watches a nigga unbox shit all fucking day? Do you niggas not have jobs? I want to know what age, what demographic is this? Who unbox therapy? Who are your followers? Who the fuck are these people? Are they from another country, nigga? Just Americans have that much time on their hands. And I be thinking, I be like, yo, I'm up here talking for a fucking hour now. Fuck my life. I won't break. I eat my cheese sandwich. I fire up this toaster. I fire up the toaster. Somebody got mad at you. It's like, yo, your shit's still in 380p. I need you to get that shit together. Nigga, I'm sorry I'm not Marquise Brownlee in Unbox Therapy. I just go out here to talk shit. That's why I said, man, don't forget it. I'm not your father, your preacher, your pastor, your pallbearer. I'm not going to work on your body when it hit the morgue. I'm none of these things, bro. I do what the fuck I do, and then I roll the fuck out. Like, literally. Get on some Unbox Therapy shit. Yeah. Get on some Unbox Therapy shit.